That was my bad. My bad. So my shit was literally about to die. Now I gotta set this up. All right, there we go. Whoopsie. Yeah, that was my bad. That was my bad. My shit was already about to die. See, this is why I don't like messing with none of the fucking settings and all that shit. That's what I'm talking about when I say about all this fucking settings and everything. Yeah, that was my bad. Technical difficulties. I need to have, like, my shit be dying way too fast. Nah, I hardly ever charge the phone. Oopsie. But we back. How's your day going, Little Rich? How's everything? ¿A toda madre o un desmadre? Yeah, that was my bad. My shit almost, died. Ended up pressing some shit that I don't even know what the fuck I was doing. Homemade tortilla chips with salsa. Oh, yeah, that's the best, bro. When they're homemade, nice and hot. Shit. Oh, yeah, with the guacamole. Fire, bro. Fire. But it's got to be that good of guacamole, though. Like, when people know how to pick the right ones, right? Just the right amount of, chile and lemon juice. Very healthy. Yeah, so I heard. They're very healthy. As Mexicans, we use fucking avocados for everything. Have you ever made a chalupa? Nah, I never made it. Nah, like, I never had it. Like, we have like, mulitas, gorditas, sopes, huaraches, burritos, tacos. But never chalupa. Pretty good life. I feel you, bro. I feel you. We just right here. Do you like chalupas? Why don't most local Mexican restaurants don't have? Chalupa's not really like a big thing in Mexico. That's more Americanized. It's kind of like saying, for example, like the Chinese food here in America or the pizza here in America, right? Even though it is, Asian related or Italian related, right? It's not the same as like in the motherland and how they go about, how they do their thing, right? But here in America, it's popular, right? So that's one of those items. It's more popular here in America than it actually is in the motherland. So there's more of an American style to it. Like, for example, like when people say that, well, in Mexico they don't eat, the crunchy tacos, like the Taco Bell, like they don't eat crunchy tacos. Like, no, they eat crunchy tacos in Mexico, right? Maybe not the Taco Bell kind, but they do eat them. There is crunchy tacos, right? Not so much like, let's say, it with ground beef, right? But you'll have like, tacos dorados de, pollo or de papa. You know what I mean? I mean, they won't put sour cream on that motherfucker. But and for those who say that they don't eat Taco Bell in like Mexico, yes, they do. Yes, they do. They eat Taco Bell in Mexico. Don't believe the hype. All these people are just full of shit. They eat McDonald's over there too, and it's very successful. I don't know why people are in denial of those kind of things. Like American businesses do good in Mexico. Shit, here every time you walk into a McDonald's, you see it full of nothing but pure raza. But these people be saying que no comen eso. Shut the fuck up. Tortas are fire too. Oh yeah, bro. Tortas, shit. Can't go wrong, bro. Even have the tortas mojadas. Yeah, the pizza in America is different from. They say New York has the best pizza in the world. I don't know. I seen New York's pizza. I don't know. Doesn't really look all that great. It looks kind of like very thin and greasy. Vampiros are the name of the. Yeah. They also have Taco Bells in India. Yeah. They had American companies are global, bro. Those shits are everywhere. You'll find fucking Taco Bells and McDonald's and KFCs all over the damn place. I don't know why people give Taco Bell such a hard time, man. I eat Taco Bell. It's never give me chorro or nothing like that. I think it's good. I mean, I don't think it's great, but I mean, it does its job. Then other people are ashamed to admit that you Taco Bell. I don't understand why. I don't know. Society's behavior is just I don't know. I just don't understand them. Must be something that they got from a movie or some shit like that. Some people say Chicago's pizza is better than New York's. Oh, is it? Shit, I didn't even know Chicago get down with the pizza game like that. I know that they got like those hot dogs, right? Those Chicago hot dogs, the ones that is on the fucking like street corners. That forehead is crazy. The forehead is crazy? Why? What is it doing? Churro King? El Churro King? I grew up on Taco Bell. I will probably always eat it. Yeah, it's good, bro. I fuck with Taco Bell. Del Taco. I fuck with it all. Those northern states have large Italian food, like pizza and other stuff. Serio, huh? Like New York, no? New York had a bunch of them. That's what I mean. It's like when these groups come over here, right? They tend to always all flock to the same location. It's a trip. A lot of Latin food places over here in Lancaster, Panda, the Mexican food places. Yeah, that's why. Well, here in California in general, you're gonna just find the Mexican roots like to it. Everywhere you go. That's just. So when these people try to say that, oh, why do these people speak Spanish, or why is there so many, Mexicans, and it's like, it's crazy. It's like, what do you expect, bro? It used to be Mexico. So obviously the culture is rooted into the fucking lands. It's like if America took over, China, and then says, why is there so many Chinese here? Like, what? Like, because it used to be China before you guys took it over? Maybe that's why. Goofball. I also find it very, strange how these people that live in these other states, are angry at what happens in California. Like, worry about your own state. What the fuck you worried about over here for? Don't worry about why is there so many Mexicans in California. You don't live there. Like, they're appalled. Yeah, New York. I swear. It's a ton. Yeah, just kind of like in Chicago, you have a lot of like Dominicans, over there. Did you know that the first KFC that opened up is in Salt Lake City? Serio? So, no, wasn't it in like Kentucky? Right? Didn't the fucking what's that fool's name? Colonel Sanders? Didn't he have like a gas station, and then that gas station he sold chicken and gas? And then people liked his chicken, so he just focused on the chicken, and from there he just, pioneered? Or am I tripping? Heard that fool was a thug too. New York has a lot of Puerto Ricans, Dominicans. There's a majority of the rest out there. Yeah. No, también like Cubanos and Colombians. While like in California, you get a lot of like Salvadorians, Mexicans, Hondureños, people from Guatemala, Costa Rica, Nicaragua. Peru. All of Central America, let's just say. What up, bro? What's good? What's crazy like in Sergio? Some people say that Puerto Ricans are the speak Spanish. Why? Nah, cause you see some Puerto Ricans that are light skinned though. I mean, look at what's his name? Fucking dang, Pitbull. I almost lit my head. Pitbull. Look at Pitbull. Bro's light as fuck. Our pizza out here is in California still one of the best. Still. Yeah, I think the pizza's good right here. But probably because that's what we grew up eating. Maybe that's why we see it like that. You know how in the motherlands though they're very, they're very like sacred about that though. Like no matter how great the pizza is in America, right? You can have the best pizza in America. It would never be as good as like a pizza from actual Italy for some strange reason, right? Just because it's not from Italy. I don't know. That's how you see it in Mexico too. Like no matter how great the Mexican food is here, it will never be as great as like the ones from Mexico. Like when people be like, the tacos in Mexico are the better than here. I tried them both. They fucking taste the same. So, like, quítate de aquí, ches vatos pendejo. Like, bro, you need to stop. Stop with the hype train, bro. I have had food in both locations. Motherfucking shit tastes the same. All right? Just knock it off already. I get it. You want to put that extra on Mexico and everything. I understand. I'm Mexican too. But come on, bro. Let's keep that shit real, bro. Let's keep it 100. It tastes the same. Stop with the nonsense. Because you can find nasty food in Mexico too. It's not all great, right? There's some places that suck. Just like here. So, knock it off. I don't understand why it's so hard for people just to admit that. It's like an illness that like exists in mankind for some strange reason. I understand having pride and everything like that, right? But when you're like flirting with delusion, then it's like I don't know about that. First franchise, yeah, originated was in Kentucky, but it opened his first franchise. Oh, okay, all right, okay, I see. So when he branched out, then all right, yeah, because then he ended up selling it, no, and then he was no longer, the fucking honcho, right? He was just kind of like there. He was just the mascot. He had nothing to do with KFC no more. But they just kept him around. Right? When he decided to be, chase his acting career in The Water Boy. Oh no, wait, that wasn't him. Like, no, you're wrong, Colonel Sanders. Fucking Bobby Boucher. Got mad because Mama was wrong about why them alligators mad because they have all them teeth and no toothbrush. Hey, pal, what's good? That's why some people try to say Latinos help create hip hop because of the population, but to look into the yeah, I feel you. To me, I don't know. Um, I felt like Latinos help make hip hop what it is today, in the sense like we're the consumers, right? Like we consume the music. We buy the albums, we go to the concerts. You know, a lot of these individuals' fan base is from the raza, right? So because of that, I feel like they played a part. But to say as like they were right there creating the beats with Dr. Dre and Eazy-E and Run DMC and all. No, I don't know about all that, right? But and I don't know why it's important, to so many people to just try to make that the focus point, right? Whether Raza did help or not, right? I really don't care at the end of the day, right? It's not gonna. I mean, I still enjoy hip hop rap. It's like when some people get upset, like when they say, like, where did like the first, human, come from? Like, where did we originate from, right? And some people, think, it was from Europe, and some people think it was from Africa, right? And and people get all worked up over that matter. Like, what does it matter at the end of the day? Who gives a fuck where we came from? Why would it be mad that it, like, let's say we originated from Africa? Why would that be such a bad thing? Why, why are you so angry about that, right? I don't give a fuck where we originated from. I don't care. It's irrelevant. Because people are like, no, fuck no, hell no, we didn't come. Like, damn, my guy, why would it be such a big problem? It's a trip. So I mean, like, people tend to just worry about the most stupidest shit. In fact, yo, Puerto Rican. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, he is also light skinned. Oh, he's Cuban. Oh, okay, my bad, my bad, my bad. Yeah, I knew he was one of those. This has a lot of good Texas. Oh, yeah, a lot of Indian. The same way about Indian food. Indian food is. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand that. Now you can't say it tastes exactly the same. I mean, to myself, I can be a little more. I honestly, if it is, I feel like that's all because it's mental, right? Because I think you mentally want to see it that way, right? You want to feel that way at least. But like when I just separate like the ideas and I remove the emotions from whenever like I'm like want to like give my honest opinion about something, I remove my feelings about something, right? It's like of course I'm gonna want to say Mexican food is the best, and because I want to put my Mexican heritage in a high pedestal, right? But if I'm coming and just if I'm saying that I'm gonna keep it honest without being biased and give the honest true opinion on it, well then the truth of the matter is that it tastes the same though. The tortillas are different. No, because you have some restaurants here in America where they do the tortillas the same way as how they do them in Mexico. Hasta como cocinan la comida. You know what I mean? You can find restaurants where they'll literally fucking the birria, they'll dig the hole and put it like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's actually there's one that does it in Montebello. Fuck, what was the name of that shit? Oh my god, it was on fucking was it Evergreen and I don't know, but the building has a fucking un puerco like fucking with the steak y todo ahí, and it has a señora. It has a big ass mural on it, right? It's white and blue. But that shit, but you can find it there, and their food is good. I recommend it. It's across the street from a fucking Subway and a Little Caesars. Forgot the name of that shit though. But you can find places here that do it the same way though. Because they use Mexico, but not. No, no, you find some places here that use cal. We used to have a teacher back in high school. Exactly like used to call him the like you're wrong, Colonel Sanders. Yeah, young boy did 4 backs. Show fans. That's what I mean. I mean, like the raza is, we're big consumers of rap. Well, should I say the raza? No, because even in Mexico, right? But like more here, the raza that's here in America. Yeah, that's. I look. You have some individuals that are brothers that do that. Not all brothers are like that, right? But you do have some that are like that. That try to do the same thing that you know some whites did before, right? Like, well, no, if you're not white, you can't play baseball, or you can't play this, or you can't play basketball, right? Or like you have no part in it, right? They're very defensive about that. Well, same, they start to do the same thing too, right? And there's some Mexicans that do the exact same thing too. Like for example, I was hearing this video, right? And they were talking about like how do they feel about Mexicans doing rap, and the counter argument was, well, how would you feel if a black person tried to do corridos, right? And the Mexican individuals were like, oh, no, 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 that's only for only Mexicans can. Personally, bro, if there was a black guy that did a corrido, I would have no problem with that at all. I wouldn't be like, hey, you can't do corridos. It's only for my people. You know what I mean? Like, bro, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. You know what I mean? That's cool. Yeah, that's right, my boy. Echale ganas. You get down. Why would it be such a big issue? Why do you take offense to that? That only shows your racism. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like the shit that bothers people, though, is like mind blowing, though. Like, why would that bother you? Like, fucking goofballs. Like, how do you try? Like, oh, they're gonna try to steal it. How does somebody steal that, bro? How do they steal that? Like, shut your stupid ass up, bro. You're not trying to steal nothing. They like the music. They're paying homage. What's so bad about that? That's a good thing. Gente se pasa de verga. Like, yeah, you fools are all people are fucking a trip. Like, if that would be like, why would that be a bad thing? Why is it so bad? Their reasons never make any sense. Same when people try to say that rap should only be for the brothers. Like they never give a good reason. All the reasons are just they sound stupid as fuck. Mexican Coca-Cola is better than American. Well, that does they do have a difference in in the recipe, but that's because you can read it at the back of the bottles. You do see the difference. They're not exactly the same in ingredients. Because I have read the bottles. Because I did taste the difference, right? So I read the back of the bottles, whatever, and they don't have the same ingredients, which I was like, oh shit, okay, that makes sense. Even when you pour them in a cup, one contained more gas than the other. One was sweeter too. What's good, homie? What's cracking like in? I don't have a girlfriend, and I feel free and can breathe. I'm not chasing women like before. Feels like doing the right. Well, you don't have to chase women. You just let it come to you. You know, you will find love when you don't look for it. That's how you just gotta let it happen. I think I think those who focus too much on something, right, is the reason why stuff doesn't end up happening, right? Kind of like when you're looking for something so hard, right, and you can't find it, but then when you're not looking for it, you find it, right? Distracts you. It's like you're applying all this pressure that doesn't need to be applied on yourself, right? I see a lot of people that tend to do that though. I don't know what they're in a hurry for. So I'm having dance music because it's for everyone. No, I guarantee you that there's somebody out there that will fucking try to, be the gatekeeper to that as well. One of the Mexican homies who told me about this year. Órale, all right. No, yeah, that's what I mean. That is crazy. My love bug is definitely up in the building. Love you, baby. Yeah, it's a trip, though. People try to be the gatekeepers of everything. Like, only we can do that. Only we can, like, that's a trip. And that's something that's, it hasn't always been like that, right? That's more of a modern day thing because, that's how, people traded and interacted before, right? You would travel to these, new lands and places, meet the people from that area, right? And you guys would exchange, cultures and exchange, whatever you guys have as goods, right, with each other, right? That's how you ended up getting, stuff that's from different, places in your country, right? Like your plants, for example, animals, right? Traditions, music, clothing, jewelry, lingo. That's how humans have always interacted. That's how we have, done things since forever, right? But nowadays is that people, for some have a problem with that. Like you should be, you should be happy that they find something interesting in your culture and want to do as that, right? Instead of being offended. Like that's a trip. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch break is over. We got to get back to it. It was good chopping it up with you guys, and we out.